interpretation.
Mr. Smith goes to Washington. It's
Yeah.
over 2 fucking hours long! No one would have made it shorter if Jimmy Stewart started kicking some ass!
That's right. That's something to think about with this movie. It's a very Capra-esque film, if you will, about the Hulkster being this true hearted American hero who is taken on by a big corporation who wants to exploit him and take away all his hard work and really do damage to some of his charities out there. By the way, Hulk Hogan in this movie named Rip, not called Hulk Hogan at all.
Sometimes you gotta rebrand! Hollywood Hogan, motherfuckers!
Yeah. Yes. Are you wrestling people who just speak wrestling? Are you getting any of this? Okay, great, good deal. So yeah, they name him Rip. This movie is just filled with like kind of the most insane bodies you have ever seen in your entire life. They are big and almost always glistening and just like pulsing people.
Who among us hasn't wanted to be suffocated by their own masculinity?
Wow, that's frightening. I can't set up this movie too much because I think everything that you want to see is on screen, but I do want to sort of talk about the performances in this movie because they are insane. They're so over the top, it will really truly floor you, starting with Kurt Fuller, who's a varsity asshole in many movies, bringing his A game here. He likes to call Hulk jockass throughout the movie for some reason. Not Hulk or Rip, jockass. And then you got Tiny Lister in this movie who is just like pulsing with rage.
He now is an inspirational speaker for children!
Wow. I didn't know that. That's cool. He seems like a great guy.
Check Instagram, motherfuckers!
Okay, yeah, let's check out his Instagram. Of course, I think he speaks 2 words in the entire movie, which is pretty crazy. And the rest of the time, he's just doing, I believe you can demonstrate. Yeah.
True men don't need words!
Yeah, that's right. The tough guys. That's what the tough guys do. Speaking of those two, there's also the Hulkster himself, Hulk Hogan, playing Rip, a man who is, oscillates between like a balding, feral psychopath who can barely contain his rage and occasionally has superpowers. This movie actually, you get a lot of Hulk's sensitive side. I think he has a line in particular in this movie that is really shows off that.
If I could remember that fucking line!
Well, I wrote it down on this piece of paper.
It'd be a different kind of intro, wouldn't it?
He says, I'm gonna do my best Hulk right now. You're better at building walls than I could ever be. Or something like that.
True men sometimes show their fucking feelings!
That's right. All right. Well, I'm going to keep going here. I think one of the many over the top crazy scenes in this movie. There is one that stands out for me in particular that you should look out for, perhaps, because it was a scene that so repulsed me when I rewatched this movie. And I watch a lot of shit. I watch a lot of crazy things. There's a scene that takes place in a bathroom in this film that honestly turned my stomach.
Men sometimes take a shit next to each other. You got a problem with that?
Yes.
Broken!
I always have had a problem with that. Oh my God. So be on the lookout for that. Perhaps, maybe stop eating when it comes up because it is fouler than anything in Salo, the 120 Days of Sodom. It's truly gross. I don't know what else there is to say. Prepare for a lot of grunting, prepare for a lot of that. That's about 25% of this film. I think it rivals some anime and just people at each other. Maybe I don't know anime that well.
Wrestling fans
Yeah.
don't watch anime.
Okay.
Fucking nerd.
All right. Well, that's. I think that's it. I don't know. Do you have anything you want to add for the wrestling crowd?
What you're about to see is a motherfucking masterpiece. Hulk Hogan gives one of the most amazing performances ever seen in a wrestling film. The man's a genius. Hollywood Hogan. Hogan knows best. Let me tell you this, Hogan does best. In this film, no one does it better. You with me? Are you with me? Are you with me?
Hell yeah, brother!
Are you with me? There's one woman here! Are you with me? Rods. Listen here. This movie is a knee to your nutsack. You take it like a man. You got that? Every last one of you.
Take it in the nutsack.
Because this is my nutsack on screen.
All right. Well, on that note, I think we should begin the film. First of all, I want to say thank you.